What up? It's your boy B Weezy, back for another. This week we're going to be talking about losing a tree stand. How you lose a freaking tree stand. We'll get into it when we get to the hunting spot. That's Lil Rem Taco in the back. She's going to her Nana and Pappy's while I go figure out what's going on with my lost tree stand. Be back when we get in the woods.
Hey guys, Operation Lost Tree Stand. Me and my father-in-law walked back here in the woods together. We're here now. I just walked through this crazy thicket. As you can see, it's so thick all the way around me. There's an opening up here, a little field edge, the deer work, but I have a camera here, right here, Wild Game Innovations, total garbage. It's only like 3 years old. It didn't take a single picture, it didn't work at all. So I'm just gonna pull it and take it out of here. But I mean, you can see like I'm in the middle of a thicket here. But this has always been a good camera spot. I'm kind of annoyed that I didn't get a single one. But whatever, what are you gonna do about it? We're gonna move on to the lost tree stand part of this. You're probably thinking, well, what happened? I'm about to tell you. But I can only tell you when my father-in-law works away. Alrighty, we're here. As you can see what's behind me. One of my nice double Cadillac stands. That's my stand. I mean, it looks like it's in a pretty good spot. We'll get up in it. We'll get up in it and show you what it looks like up in it. And I'll tell you a little bit about what happened. Okay, guys, here we are up in it. This is what it looks like. This is Boulderton Cadillac stand, double man. It's nice for a truck driver to sit in all day, nice and comfortable. But this is what it's like. Kind of got that flat back there behind me. Good action. Deer use that a lot. And then if you see over here, that's an old overgrown field down like right through there. And about 10 yards on the whole side of it, all the way through up there is just nasty, crazy thick shit. Like super thick. You don't even want to walk through it. I can kind of see. It's like right there. That's as far as you can see there. But it's just nasty thick like that the whole way up. So the deer normally like to walk on this side of that edge and then, you know, stay in the woods. And then up here is the top of this like ridge point is up here. So the deer normally, you know, come, I mean, you can kind of see how it lays out. Like right here's the knob, right over there's the top, and then coming down this way is an old logging path that comes down through there. And my thing about over there is I probably need to get rid of some of this little shit, just some of it in through here, and maybe it'll make it a little bit better. So now you're probably wondering about what happened to the stand. Okay, well, the tree stand wasn't actually stolen. It's gonna get interesting, I know. My father-in-law was back here in the woods with me, so I gotta use my hunting voice and be quiet because I don't know where he is. I thought I heard him walking up that way, kind of heading out because it was taking me a while down there, but I don't want him to think that I'm mad at him because I'm not. But anyways, the stolen tree stand, the one I'm sitting in, hasn't moved. This is exactly where me and my brother and my one buddy put it a couple years ago. What happened is everybody up here on the hollow is selling their land, so we're losing spots. So my father-in-law informed me about 2 weeks ago that this was going to be his go-to spot this year. My tree stand, my second favorite spot up here, far back side of the property. I understand why he doesn't think I would mind because it's my favorite stands on the other end of the property, but you know, I've just gotten lucky the last couple years and tagged out in my first hunt or two. If that doesn't happen, this was always one of the spots that I would come to, and the very limited amount of land that I have that I'd like to bow hunt. So anyways, he informed me that this was where he was going to come, and he wanted to put a ground blind up here about 60 yards up that way. So we walked back here to look for the ground blind spot, and then when he showed me where he was wanting to put a ground blind, I said, yeah, but my tree stand's right there. And he's like, oh, well, you know, I guess I can just sit in that, which is what I figured during the conversation. Again, I don't want to be a weirdo. I don't want people to think that I have, like, I'm mad at him, because I'm not. But, like, when you have these locations that you find to hunt, and the thing about this property that I'm hunting, I was the only one that hunted it. Nobody else wanted to hunt back here. Oh, there's no big bucks back there, yada, yada, yada. And now I've had a couple good seasons, like 5 good seasons. And now a couple people want to hunt back here, and now they want to hunt in the spots that I hunt. And it's just tough. It's tough because I don't want to, he's 63 years old, so I don't want to be weird with him. But I mean, this, like that's a way, this is a way to lose a hunting spot that you never think of, because, like, he's the type of guy that he'll hunt back here every day until he gets something. He's an old school hunter, and he likes hunting, but he will hunt here every day until he shoots something. That's just how his style is. And I can't say anything, because when I first started hunting up here 11 years ago on another property with them, I never went in on people. But as soon as he would shoot his buck, which he, did a lot, then he would be like, oh, why don't you go up and sit in my tree stand, which was a real good spot. Then that property sold a couple years ago, but it was a good spot, and I always appreciate it. So how can I tell him? I mean, I'm not going to say anything to him. I just pretty much lost this spot this year. Last year he got knee surgery, so he couldn't get up in any tree stands. But yeah, I think this year I lost this spot. But my best spot is actually on his land, so that's where it makes it even tougher. Because if he wanted to, he could just hunt that spot, but he doesn't do that because he knows that's my baby. He knows, that's my baby. So yeah, this is one way of losing a tree stand, by your father-in-law just more or less putting his foot down. And he's good to me. He's extremely good to me, but he's an intimidating soul. He's a big dude, intimidating guy, scares the crap out of a lot of people. So I like to keep him on my good side. Like to keep his daughter happy, and like to keep him on my good side. But yeah, so that's kind of the predicament I'm in. The tree stand wasn't really stolen. This is I'm on my brother-in-law's ground, his son-in-law. They're neighbors, So yeah, that's where I am. That's where I am with it. I mean, I'll still be able to hunt it like during vacation, but I just know that he'll start hunting as soon as it gets cold out, and he'll sit it a lot, so it's probably not going to be good. So I'm kind of just been looking at my onX maps, thinking about it, like where I can move, where the deer are probably going to move and start going to, because I know the way that he'll walk right down the point through where they normally bed at. So they'll still be around. They'll just be in different spots, but I think that I'll be able to. It'll be fun figuring them out. I'll get to figure them out. He'll see deer back here, but those big bucks will catch on pretty quick. They'll change it up, but yeah. We'll talk more. We'll talk more on the way out. I'm gonna climb down now and go check my other 2 cameras. So that first camera I got, which is right here, I pulled on the way in. It's right over there. I had a lot of pictures on it. I'll see what those are all about. And then, of course, that second one, Wild Game Innovations, that was a bargain buy. But when I just looked at camera prices the other day, they were all kind of decently priced. None of them were really expensive, so I'm just gonna get rid of that one. And then I have 2 more cameras I'm gonna check on the walkout. And I'll get back to you when I get there, but that's the scenario at this point. All right, guys. So here, back to the main path. I'll go back that way. That goes back to my father-in-law and mother-in-law's house. This is what it looks like up top here. Tree stands right down there on the point. But it's beautiful when the leaves fall off the trees. Out of all the places I've hunted my whole life, this is my second favorite area. Right up here, this stretch. I mean, I have, when you get all the way out here to the front, which I'm gonna start walking and talking, when I get to that one, I love that spot. But this stretch in here in the fall, dude, you're up on top of the mountain, the leaves fall up here before they fall anywhere else. It's always, even though like I live like 10 minutes away, it's so much higher up that like the days get colder, the deer start moving earlier. I mean, it's such a crazy difference in temperatures. Just being, as a bird flies probably 5 miles, if that even. But yeah, that's my predicament. That's my lost tree stand. So yeah, I don't know. Am I a bad guy? Does that make me a bad guy? I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about it. You know, I'm just gonna let everything go as planned, and whatever he desires, he desires. So, but what would you, like I said, I don't know. Like I've talked to my brothers about it. What would you guys do in that situation? I feel like I'm doing the right thing. Nothing helping. You know, I'm probably gonna go back and clear some stuff out there. Probably get one of my brothers to come help me do that. Just someone sit in it while I cut those little saplings down. Just sometimes when you get in those situations like that back there, you just cut a couple little saplings down, like 2-3 on each side. It can really open things up. And I kind of had 2 picked out in front that really would open it up, 2 to the side. The left side's kind of going to be where we got to grab some and shake them to see about what we can move, because it's not going to get open real good there, but maybe just get a shooting lane or something. But yeah, so that's it. Lost tree stand. Now you know. All right, guys, like always, I'll be back next week for another. Every week, all year, every week. Wheezy out. Peace.